Hey everyone, just real quick, I want to talk to you for a second before I get you spun around here. We got a final on the 2025 Glory Days group build, hosted by my very good friends Tiffany at Dirt Road Cinderella and Joe at the Big Sky Model Workshop. Super cool, awesome group build doing these, back in time dragsters. I've really enjoyed seeing everybody's builds, and I had a blast with mine. You guys know I did the AMT Cal Drag combo, and I did the whole team. So there's a lot to cover when I spin this camera around, so I'm gonna get out of here as quick as possible. I am gonna probably plug that VCG spot in right after this before I get you spun around. And I just want to say thank you for all the support that you guys have given me with that. I got a lot of really positive responses to those announcement video and all that. You guys are the best. And I just can't say how much I appreciate you all. Everybody that watches and comments, it means the world to me. So I'm looking forward to seeing what you guys think of these this triple build here, and we're gonna go over all that. And I'm gonna get out of here because the next portion I'm sure is gonna take a decent chunk of time having 3 builds going on. So yeah, let me know what you think, and I'll spin you around, and you can listen to me sort of ramble on from the other side of the camera. You guys take care. VCG Resins by Reese. VCG Resins proudly offers unique, detailed, and accurate wheels, suspension parts, engines, engine parts, and diorama accessories for 1/24th and 1/25th scale model cars, trucks, and scale scenes. VCG Resins by Reese. Parts that stand out, service that stands by you. All right, everybody, welcome back to the the photo booth. We'll take a look at the 3 components of the Cal Drag combo here. I want to say this was a lot of fun. All 3 kits are actually really simple. There's not a lot of difficulty to this build. The Curbside Galaxy, the trailer is just a few parts. More parts with the Falcon. Some of it is a little bit finicky, but take your time and it'll go together no problem. I really had a blast with this kit. Had a blast with this group build, so thanks again, Joe. Thanks again, Tiffany, for you two putting this on. It's been a great time. And so yeah, we'll get into spinning this thing around the block and showing it all off and seeing what you guys think. Stay tuned. We got plenty of room on the trailer here for whatever. The Falcon fits on there good. I'm going to take it for a spin around now so you can see all sides of the entire rig. The trailer is really simple, but I also think it looks really nice. I'm running into the back of my whiteboard there because this thing's just so big. Just a little readjustment to bring you down. UV resin headlights there on the Galaxy, just to make it look like there's some lenses over that molded in chrome grill. The Galaxy's just, to me, X7 red with bare metal foil for the badges. MRC keystones there. I painted the black and the inside of the spokes like real Keystone Classics. But yeah, all that trim's bare metal foil as well. And other than that's it. That's just the Craftsman Plus curbside kit. Got the hitch on there, which I matched up with the height of the trailer tongue to make that all look good. The chains are that cheap Hobby Lobby jewelry chain. I cut some up. I left an open link. I cut the ends off and left a closed link, and then I put a couple pins in the hitch of the trailer, so you just hook the chain over the pins. That way I can hook it up, unhook it easy, which I think works really well, and it looks like there's actually chain there. So I'm very pleased with how that looks. I used a couple different shades of red on the trailer as well, just to make it look like maybe it had been touched up, maybe there'd been some damage fixed, but, it all looks pretty cool. I like the slots on the trailer. I like how the Falcon sits on there. I like how my chains look, and the Galaxy is the perfect tow car. And so now I'll clear this off, and we'll get into the trailer by itself and then go from there. So just hang on for 1 second. Okay, so now we have the trailer. As you can see, I did some weathering on the deck there, just with some dry brushing and some pigments. I like the ramps. The ramps have just slid in the middle. Also weathered those up so they look like they've had some rubber use and maybe some oil or whatever. They sit right in the middle there. They latch onto the back of the trailer really well. I think it's a really nice trailer unit. You know, you could have it like that with the Falcon sitting on there or whatever, used as if you were loading or unloading. If you wanted to have this as part of a scene or whatever the case may be. We had a flat red. It was the gloss red trailer. We bought it brand new at my old job. And, after not very much usage, it had turned flat red. So that's why I went with this color scheme. We did some UV resin there on those taillights as well to give them that lens look. Got some Michigan plates on everything. That was the set of plates that came with the plates for the Galaxy and the trailer both. So that's what we went with. We talked about those chains, and that's that. Now we'll take a quick look at the Galaxy, give you a closer look at the interior, which is just black. I used a few different shades in there, but, it's black. It's hard to see. I really like how it looks not on camera because you can see it. You can see in the car really well. The black doesn't lose anything. I'm really pleased with how the finish came out. There's a couple little cat hairs in there, but pretty smooth for me and nice and shiny. I already showed you the chassis with the promo detail that I dry brushed in. We already talked about the Keystone Classics. But overall, a really simple kit, but one that I'm really happy with. And it would have been a fun build even without being the tow car for the trailer. So one more thing here is I'm going to pop the Galaxy on here so you can see just how big this trailer is. Fit a full-size car on there, no problem. It's extra wide, too. You can fit anything on there. The Falcon fits great, perfect, looks great behind the Galaxy. Now we'll get into the Falcon. Really, really neat but simple old kit. The body will just lift off, which I didn't really like. It doesn't really fit on anything. There's no mounting location. So what I did was I set it on there, got it where it wanted to sit over the big slicks in the back, and then I glued it at the tub area on the back and the dash at the front there, and just stuck it in there permanently because I wanted to be able to pick it up without the body falling off. Those are the kit wheels and tires, just the plastic ones. That's the trim is just some black paint with some bare metal foil. Got the moon tank on the front there. The headlights are headlight covers, in my opinion, in my story. So we didn't do the UV resin over there, over those. You saw the High Flyer decals, which are a kit option, so we kind of leaned into the blue theme to go with those decals, and I think the blue plays really well with the Scale Finishes Misty Flamingo Metallic that we went with for the main color. Of course, I went with the blue glass as well. We have a Texas 3D Customs Hilborn injected camera under the hood there that you can see through the teardrop. The interior is a VCG Resins aluminum seat as an upgrade with some photo etch harnesses. Really hard to see on camera again, especially through that blue. But yeah, other than that, it's just all box stock in there. The VCG seat was a huge upgrade. I didn't really like the kit seat. Chassis bars are all blue to fit with that theme. Get this to focus again. There is that Texas 3D Customs interior or engine. We do have a VCG ignition coil on the front there to finish up the wiring, which the wiring was an MAD distributor. Plumbing, I found some pictures online of some injected cameras, and a lot of them had a split coolant lines coming out of the top like I've got there with the braided line, and then they would go into a Y, and that will go into the top of the radiator, just with some AN fittings and a big aluminum Y. So that is what I've recreated there with ProTech braided line, ProTech. They're just hex fittings I painted up to look sort of like AN fittings. Got all that from VCG as well. You can see the sort of questionable fit on the front wheel there with how the body wanted to sit, but I'm okay with it because the rear tires are where they should be. You're not going to do a lot of steering and handling. I mean, it's an altered, whatever. See the bottom? We got the big fat aluminum drive shaft, which is just an aluminum tube with some U-joints. Got our Melodyne oil filter there. Really nice transmission detail on that Texas 3D Customs unit, and the blue carried through to the bottom as well. So everything's either misty flamingo metallic or dark blue. I really loved that scheme with the high flyer. Got the blue parachute in the back. Got some sponsorship from Ed's Paint Shop there. But yeah, there's a closer look at that non-UV resin covered up headlights there, because in my opinion those are covers. So anyway, that's it. That's my build. Got this all finished up. Had a ton of fun with it. Thanks to Joe and Tiffany for putting this on. Thank you all so much for watching. Prayers for all of you that need it, or anybody that you might know that need it. I really can't say how much I appreciate all the support. Hope you guys enjoyed this triple build, and I'll catch you again real soon.